G-Force! Yeah! Get on down to that Ace of Spades one more time. G-Force 1330 and Lemmy with Motorhead. And Wild Bill here reminding you, Booby Bondage coming up right around the corner with some birthday tunes. You don't want to miss that. And we'll be Crocus, we'll be some AC/DC. There's a lot more promise to come, so we'll be right back on you, Chicago. Don't go away.
Fraley from the latest album, and with me here is a guy that I just kind of missed through the whole career here of radio. It seems like when you're in town, I'm not, and when you're not, I am. But Ronnie James Dio, get up there and test your microphone.
Hello, testing 1, 2, 3. You know, I planned all those things, Bill. When you were in town, I made sure I was going to be out of town.
Well, we won't hold it against you.
Okay.
Probably be too many vibrations coming down for.
Well, you and I are like, you know, we know what we're talking about so much. You know, I mean, I don't think together we'd probably blow up.
That's great. Speaking of looks that kill, Booby Bondage is peering through the window right now. Come on in, babe. She out there? I guess not. No, come on in. Did you have something hot for us?
Got something hot for you.
Uh-oh.
Very hot.
Okay, this is what?
Well, that's I Could Have Been a Dreamer. That's
all
from
right,
the album
all right.
Dream Evil. That's our
Let's
latest
put it right
one.
there, and
Okay.
and we'll look at it for a minute, and then in a couple of minutes we'll play it for
It
you.
self-destructs in 30 seconds, so you should get to these things.
Not if I hang on to it. Kind of a heavy theme for you there, huh?
Oh, yeah. That's what it's all about, isn't it?
You're kind of getting into the spiritual end of it here, and always have been, and always, you know, it's always done real well for you. Tell us what's going on with this now.
Well, we're going to play now a track from the album I just mentioned, Dream Evil. That's the important part. You know, you're playing music for them. You're not playing music for yourself or for the sponsors. You're playing it for the people who demand the music and the people who appreciate the music, and that is the only important thing. That's the why we make records, and that's why you play them. And enough said about that.
Yeah, it's fun to have it happening again. They've been starved for so long, you know.
Well, you know, we've all been starved for a long time. You know,
Yeah.
again, thanks to you and and your cohorts, it's all happening again. That's great.
We won't be driving Volkswagens for long, folks.
No,
I
we won't.
could have been a dreamer. Now, what went into that?
Well, I guess that kind of smacks of the things I always talk about, really, not always, but a lot of the things. I believe real strongly in people striving for dreams. It's not so important if the dream comes true. The important part is trying to get there. It's really like walking along the rainbow and not really caring if the pot of gold is down there, but you're on the rainbow, and that's the important thing, seeing the rainbow. This song is... I guess for all those people out there who feel they're stuck in a rut somewhere, that they're running with a wolf pack, because that's the way this song starts. And guess what? They could have been a dreamer instead of running with that. And everybody out there can be a dreamer and make those dreams come true. So that's what this song is called. I Could Have Been a Dreamer.
And I Could Have Been a Dreamer, name of that track.
This is a different band, a new Dio.
Are you going to keep this band, or is this more or less just a recording session thing like Whitesnake, or is it going to be?
No, this is just about as far away from that as you can possibly get. We have always, felt that a band is a band. It should stay together. You shouldn't have too many changes, or else people need a program to find out who's in it. Ozzy's had a lot of changes in his band. It's worked for Ozzy. It doesn't work for me. I need to play with the same people as long as possible, as long as we're all happy. And the reason changes are made is because people are dissatisfied. It's not because of bad personalities or whatever. It's just that you sometimes need a change, and that happened. And in this band, it's only Craig who's changed. All the rest have remained true to form.
Intact.
Intact and, hopefully happy. And,
well, that's good.
As long as we
Sometimes
stay happy,
you can
we'll
burn
play.
out on them tours and everything. It just happens. It
certainly can. Yeah. And on radio, too, can't you?
Yeah.
Sorry. I didn't mean to.
We're getting another cup of coffee here in a second, so we'll be revitalized for a couple more minutes.
My reason for doing that is that I think that's a hell of a good band.
Yeah, aren't they?
I think they're a great band. I think it's these are the people who take the place of people like me who go away eventually. And that has to happen. You can't do this forever.
Not after that album.
I don't know about that, but I'm just real pleased that there are people out there who are really worth something, who are eventually going to take the place of us. And I mean, who really are right in the same market right now. No, I stopped at the softball game today though that they had for the cancer benefit, and saw the wonderful people who were there to see us last year. I'm just here to say hello to you and to say hello to everybody who supported us so well last year and who's making the...
Yeah. Take it back with some Black Sabbath and G-Force 1330. Get you all the way there, back in the Ozzy days for you. We had
Crazy Train, got to be one of your favorite tracks. Tell us why.
It is a good track. Yeah, it's a good track. Well, I like Randy very much. Randy was a really exceptional player, and with the combination of Ozzy and Randy at that time, I mean, it really made a lot of sense. Since then, I think it's great what Ozzy's done for Randy with a tribute, bringing allowing people who have really didn't grow up with that particular end of it 4 or 5 years ago to have another chance to hear Randy play. And it also gives me a chance to fan the flames of the feud between Ozzy and I, which is completely non-existent.
Yeah.
Which is really funny, you know. I guess because Ozzy and I shared the same band for a while. Ozzy, of course, for almost 13 years, and myself for only 4 of them.
That had to be a big thing for you when you were taking over Sabbath after Ozzy left. That had to be a thing you had to question yourself.
Well, it wasn't so much that, I think. I think what happened at that particular time was Sabbath had really gone to rest at the time that I entered the band. Everybody in that band had gotten tired of being together for 12 years, or 10 years, I think it was at that time. They had gotten really tired of it, and they were promised the moon, and all they ever got was an asteroid. That band went through a lot of suffering and a lot of bad times, being promised everything by someone and then having it all whisked out from underneath them. So for me, it wasn't a matter of any kind of replacement thing with Ozzy. For me, it was a chance to a real challenge, a chance to take a band that kind of was in the ashes and to see what I could do with it again, see what we could do, because we did it. You know, I didn't do it alone. I mean, Tony and I and Geese and Billy. You know, yeah. Well, Tony, you know, one of the great, if not the greatest, rhythm guitar player I've ever heard, and certainly the best I've ever played with. And it was a real labor of love to do the Heaven and Hell album, which has, you know, become somewhat of a classic album, much like the second Rainbow album that I did. It's just, I'm real proud that, you know, I've been able to take part in a couple bands that had a lot of momentous occasions. No, for me that was great, and there is no animosity between Ozzy and I. He happens to be a friend. I guess I'm blowing a lot of images here, but that's too bad. You know,
that's good, though.
I admire Ozzy a lot.
He said the same thing about you when he was.
He's a good man. He's a good man, and he deserves all the success. He's a hard
works hard, man. Gets out there in those in-stores.
One of the hardest working people there is. Yeah. So, Oz, if you're out there listening, you know I love you, kid.
He's got a dish somewhere. All right. Scorpions rock you like a hurricane. Rocking you like a hurricane. That's one of your faves, your all-timers?
Yeah, well, they're among my favorite people in all the world, too. They're all really good friends, and Klaus and I always get mistaken for each other for some strange reason. Probably because we're both small and for whatever reason. But he's a great friend of mine. He and Rudy both are real close to them, especially Klaus. He's a great person. And I've always admired the band. I've known them since 73 when we did a show together when I was in Rainbow. We did a show with them in Dortmund, a festival. I met them then and have continued the relationship. And I'm just so happy for them. Here's a band that does things in a language that's so foreign to them.
Yeah.
And as we talked about before, I mentioned this to you, I can just imagine me trying to write a song and sing it in German and make sense of it. They do it so well in English, I think I'll leave that to them. I'm just real pleased for them. They deserve the success because nice people always deserve nice things.
There's a lot of good sounds coming out of Germany, and I noticed here the thing that you picked out here is an old German himself, John Kay, huh?
Yeah, we know John. All right, John's a good man. John,
that takes us back a while.
Yeah, that's a long time ago. I think that the subject matter of what we're gonna hear is the important thing, because it's a subject that John Kay talked about a long time ago. It was a problem then, and it's even more of a problem now. The song is a pusher, and what he's trying to say in this song is, you know, look out for him. This guy's going to ruin your life, and let's face it, drugs do ruin everyone's life. I did a commercial for a thing called RAD, Rock Against Drugs, and I was very proud to do it. Because
I think it's an important message to get across.
Well, it's very important. I mean, if you're uneducated about something as bad as that, then you may dabble in it, and it's going to ruin your life. So people like myself or Ozzy or whoever may come and speak about their music should also take the time to talk about stay away from drugs. I mean, it's only going to give you nightmares. It's not going to give you nice dreams. It's going to ruin your life. So just stay away from it and let John Kay tell you about it. Watch out for that pusher.
All right, it's an old Hoyt Axton song, originally a country blues thing.
You know more than I do, don't you, Bill?
No,
this is your job.
Look out. Keep your hand on your wallet and stay out of the alley. Steppenwolf for you and the Pusher Man. Probably, we were talking about this, probably being the inventing of the word heavy metal probably came out of Born to Be Wild.
Yeah, heavy metal thunder.
Yeah.
That's right.
Boy, without it, where would we be today, huh?
Well, let's think. Who knows?
Rough Cut was Wendy's project for a while, and I understand they lost their lead singer. Have you heard anything about whether they're going to get somebody new? Or?
Yeah, they're still looking at the moment. So send your cards and letters to singers, and you may have a chance at it. The lead singer that was with him before, Paul Shortino, has now joined Quiet Riot. And so they are looking. They're looking for the proper person. But we thought it makes some sense to play one of their tracks anyway.
What the
Maybe
hell?
someone will
Great
send their
group.
cards and letters in.
Yeah, bad reputation. Spacing right in on you once again with Rough Cut and Bad Reputation, and Ronnie James Dio live with us here.
That's it. But again, thanks for playing it. That's really
Oh, that's
awesome.
great, man. Anytime. Boy, anytime you want to wander by with a tape.
About half an hour.
All right, that'd be fine, man. That'd be fine. You didn't get a chance to hear the new Judas Priest double live. And
No, I haven't.
And as you get ready to skate onto the party, I know you got to get there, and thanks for coming by and everything, because we really enjoy having you.
Well, it's certainly my pleasure. Anything I can do to support playing music for people who love music, I'll be here every day if you like.
Well, hey, we may take you up on that one. But when are you going to be back now? You're going over to Donington, and then maybe some local tours?
We're doing we'll be in Europe for about a month. We're doing quite a few festivals. We're doing Donington. We're doing the two Monsters of Rock festivals in Germany. We're doing one in Finland, one in Hungary, which is very exciting to me. I've not been to an Eastern Bloc country to play yet. One in Greece, a couple in Italy, perhaps one in Sweden, and a couple in Spain. Although it seems like a long tour, it's only going to be about 12 or 13 shows. And then we'll be coming back here and hopefully be doing some touring toward the end of this year. So I can't give you a definite date when we'll be back.
Well, that's good. Whenever you get out there to Chicago or...
Just remember that we love the people here who have always been so supportive of us. It's one of the great rock and roll cities in the world, and we certainly won't forget it, and we'll always be back here to play.
Thank you, and thanks for coming by once again. We'll be right back at you with this Priest thing and party down with you later.
Thanks,
all right?
Bill.
G-Force 1330 and Wild Bill back on Chicago.